Okay, we're going to start with the CARs, controlled articular rotations of the wrist. You can do this one. I usually will hold my hand stable, so I'm not compensating anywhere through my elbow or my upper arm. Take my wrist through several rotations with my fingers splayed open, each direction. You can do that also with a fist. You'll find that you've got some tightness in either your flexors or your extensors. What you want to do is come down to the ground after you've done these. Get yourself into a flex. You don't want to feel pinching on this side of your hand. If you do, you might want to do what we said earlier and have a band that's helping to create some space and separation. Otherwise, just back it down a little bit with that angle. So a pales from this location here is pressing your fingertips hard into the ground, pressing your palms into the ground, and then relax. You do that for about 15 seconds. Pressing, that's creating strength, tension, loading of your flexors. And what you want to do to follow is try to lift your fingers off the ground, and you'll feel the muscles in your extensors working really hard. You can get to some different angles where you're trying to close the gap between your active range of motion and your passive range of motion there. Lifting your fingertips off the ground, pressing into the ground. You can alternate between the pales and rails. It works really effectively. So working on a passive stretch, then an active pressure with the fingertips, and then you want to try to lift your fingertips off the ground to create that strength and integrity and functional range around that wrist. Then we can put our wrist in the opposite range. We'll come to here, pushing down hard with the backs of our hands into the ground. That's our pales. You'll feel a big stretch through here and an activation through here. And then lifting your fingers and your palms off the ground. Again, just change this angle depending on how mobile your wrists are. Lift-offs, pales, and rails for each side of your wrist. You should feel a lot more freedom and functional range through your wrist after doing that routine.